Cancer is a common disease today, but the final result of cancer is not due to a particular factor or a specific type of food, that is, an effect caused by many causes. We regularly put food into our bodies daily. In this video, we will share 27 foods linked to cancer. Again, it is related to cancer, not a single food. This single cause of cancer has implications for your food choices, healthy meals, and cancer prevention. However, in this video, there are 3 types that we repeat are alcohol, chips and chlorinated white flour because there are quite a lot of risks from them. This video has 2 parts. Part 1 is 6 foods that have the potential to increase cancer risk in general, and then there are 21 specific foods that we often use daily that can be related to cancer. You watch. We also have scientific evidence under this video description. Part 1, 6 available foods linked to cancer. 1. Processed meats. Processed meat is any type of meat that's been preserved by smoking, salting, curing, or canning. Most processed meats are red meats. Some examples of red meat that's been processed include hot dogs, salami, sausage, ham, corned beef, beef jerky. The methods used to make processed meats can create carcinogens. For example, according to a 2018 article, curing meat with nitrite can form carcinogens called N-nitroso compounds. Smoking meat can also lead to carcinogenic polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs. According to a 2019 review, processed meat is a major risk factor for colorectal cancer. A different 2019 review also found that it's linked with stomach cancer. In a 2018 review, researchers determined that high consumption of processed meat was associated with an increased risk of breast cancer. 2. Fried foods. Acrylamide is formed when starchy foods are cooked at high temperatures. This can happen during frying, baking, roasting, and toasting. Fried starchy foods are exceptionally high in acrylamide. This includes fried potato products like French fries and potato chips. According to a 2018 review, acrylamide was found to be carcinogenic in studies done on rats. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, considers it probably carcinogenic to humans. According to a 2020 study, acrylamide damages DNA and induces apoptosis or cell death. Eating a lot of fried food also increases your risk for type 2 diabetes and obesity. These conditions can promote oxidative stress and inflammation, further increasing your cancer risk. 3. Overcooked foods. Overcooking foods, especially meats, can produce carcinogens. According to one 2020 article, cooking meat with high heat creates carcinogenic PAHs and heterocyclic amines, HCAs. These substances may increase the risk of cancer by altering the DNA of your cells. You're more likely to overcook foods when you cook with high temperatures or over an open flame. This includes cooking methods like grilling, barbecuing, pan frying. The Food and Drug Administration also states that overcooking starchy foods, like potatoes, increase acrylamide formation. To reduce your risk of carcinogens from high heat cooking, try using healthier cooking methods such as poaching, pressure cooking, baking or roasting at lower temperatures, slow cooking in a crock pot or slow cooker. 4. Dairy. There's some evidence that dairy may increase the risk of prostate cancer. Dairy foods include products like milk, cheese, yogurt. According to a 2014 review, eating dairy increases levels of insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1. This is associated with a higher risk of prostate cancer. IGF-1 may increase the proliferation, or production, of prostate cancer cells. 5. Sugar and refined carbohydrates. Sugary foods and refined carbs can indirectly increase your risk for cancer. Some examples of these foods include sugar-sweetened beverages, baked goods, white pasta, white bread, white rice, sugary cereals. Eating a high concentration of sugary, starchy foods may increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes and obesity. According to a 2020 study, both conditions promote inflammation and oxidative stress. This may increase your risk for certain types of cancer. According to a 2019 review, type 2 diabetes increases the risk of ovarian, breast, and endometrial, uterine, cancer. A high intake of sugar and refined carbohydrates may also lead to high blood glucose levels, which according to a 2017 study, may be a risk factor for colorectal cancer. To limit the health effects of refined carbohydrates, try to swap these foods with healthier alternatives such as whole grain bread, whole grain pasta, brown rice, oats. 6. Alcohol. When you consume alcohol, your liver breaks down alcohol into acetaldehyde, a carcinogenic compound. According to a 2017 review, acetaldehyde promotes DNA damage and oxidative stress. It also interferes with your immune function, making it difficult for your body to target precancerous and cancerous cells. In women, alcohol increases levels of estrogen in the body, according to a 2015 study. This is linked with a higher risk for estrogen receptor-positive breast cancer. Part 2, 21 commonly used cancer-related foods. 1. Canned tomatoes. Food cans are typically lined with bisphenol A, BPA, a chemical that has been linked to cancer and other serious health problems. Because they're so acidic, tomatoes are more likely to leach problematic levels of BPA from the can into the food. Stick to fresh tomatoes to avoid contamination. 2. Refined sugar. Research conducted in 1931 found sugar provides fuel for tumors, allowing them to grow in size. In addition to wreaking havoc on your metabolism, processed sugars may be more readily accessible to cancer cells. Cancer Treatment Centers of America explores the effects of different types of sugar on the body. 4. French fries and potato chips. Acrylamide, a chemical used in certain industrial processes that's also found in cigarette smoke, can form in starchy foods like potatoes when they're cooked at high temperatures. While more research is needed, the American Cancer Society supports continued evaluation of acrylamide and its effects. 5. Processed meat. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, classified processed meat as a carcinogen after experts from 10 countries looking at more than 800 studies found eating 50 grams, about 4 strips of bacon or 1 hot dog, every day increased the risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. 6. Mass-produced bread. Potassium bromate, a food additive used to make bread dough more elastic, has been identified as a possible carcinogen by many health organizations and is banned in the EU, UK, Canada, and Brazil. In the United States, California requires a warning label for products containing this ingredient, which is sometimes listed as brominated flour. 7. Artificial colors. A 2010 report by the Center for Science in the Public Interest called Food Dyes, a rainbow of risks concluded the 9 FDA-approved artificial dyes approved in the United States may be carcinogenic, cause behavior problems, and or are inadequately tested. 8. Microwave popcorn. Some microwave popcorn bags are lined with a chemical that decomposes to produce perfluorooctanoic acid, PFOA. PFOA has been linked to increased liver, prostate, and other cancer risk. Another chemical used in artificial butter flavor, diacetyl, may cause lung damage. Making your microwave popcorn with a brown paper bag and some coconut oil is easy. 9. Hydrogenated oils. In addition to being bad for your heart, hydrogenated oils can cause inflammation and cell damage linked to cancer and other diseases. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration banned partially hydrogenated oils in January 2015, giving food manufacturers 3 years to remove them from their products. 10. Charred meats. The high temperatures used to grill meat heavily can produce carcinogens called heterocyclic aromatic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons if you like your steak well done. 11. Farmed salmon. Salmon raised on farms are more likely to be contaminated by carcinogens. According to the Environmental Working Group, farmed salmon have 16 times the polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs, found in wild salmon. 12. Soda, or pop if you're from the Midwest. A Swedish study found men who drank 111 ounces soda a day were 40% more likely to develop prostate cancer. And an analysis by Johns Hopkins University in Maryland and U.S. Consumer Reports found an association between 4-methylimidazole, the chemical that gives some soda its caramel color, and increased cancer risk. 13. Red meat. The World Health Organization's International Agency for Research on Cancer has classified red meat as probably carcinogenic to humans based on evidence showing a link between its consumption and the development of colorectal cancer. 14. Pasta, well, too much pasta. Pasta, bagels, and other white carbohydrates have a high glycemic index, GI, which more rapidly elevates blood sugar levels. A recent study showed people whose diets had a high GI had a 49% greater risk of being diagnosed with lung cancer. Adding healthy fats, like olive oil, and protein to pasta helps lower the overall glycemic index of the meal. Some pasta, like Braille Protein Plus, has a lower glycemic index. 15. Milk. A 2004 meta-analysis found a positive association between milk consumption and prostate cancer. Some experts believe that animal fat in dairy products may increase cancer risk. 16. Genetically modified organisms, GMOs. Studies indicate an association between GMOs and the chemicals used to grow them and the development of tumors. 17. Dirty fruits. Poison in a peel. That describes a fruit that underwent a bath of pesticides. Some pesticides have been linked to cancer. In all our effort to shield fruit from insects, we make them dangerous for humans. In the Environmental Working Group's Shopper's Guide to Pesticides in Produce, apples, peaches, grapes, and strawberries contain the highest concentrations of pesticides and made it to the list of the dirty dozen fruits. 18. Potato chips. Potatoes contain a cancer-causing chemical activated with high-temperature cooking. The chemical acrylamide is found in plastics, papermaking, and cigarette smoke. It causes cancer in rodents. In humans, probably, and is still in question. The National Toxicology Program and the International Agency for Research on Cancer called it a probable human carcinogen. 19. Diet products. Processed foods with high sodium levels, artificial flavors, and artificial colors to make them more appealing or less enticing when one learns the effects of eating this food. Chemicals in products such as diet sodas or low-fat dairy products have been linked to several types of cancers, heart problems, and other severe and potentially lethal health issues. 20. High-fat foods. Fats and cancer are linked limitedly, but eating foods high in fat can cause other health problems, eventually leading to cancer, primarily obesity. Obesity increases the risk of bowel, pancreatic, breast, and kidney cancer, while a low-fat diet can help you maintain a healthy weight and avoid this risk. 21. White flour. Refined or white flour is raw flour stripped of all its nutrients. This type of flour underwent bleaching, where chlorine gas was used. White flour is also high on the glycemic index, meaning blood sugar and insulin levels spike after eating. There is evidence that cancer-promoting effects are found in the process. A study stated that refined carbohydrates were linked to a 220% increase in breast cancer among women.